Hi there, I'm Miriam and welcome to Miriam's Manor. You guys, I am doing something entirely new today. I am going to be doing a question and answers video to answer some of your questions that you guys have left me over the past week on the videos that I have released. Also, a few of the questions were from a couple of weeks ago as well, but some of you asked the same question. So what I am seeing is a common theme. So I thought, I know not all of us have time to get on and check the comment section and read through those. And especially if you're looking at it on your TV, some of you don't have access to the comment section. So what I thought a good idea would be to do is just to make a video and answer all of those questions. That way, all of us are getting the feedback and we can all benefit from other people's questions. And they might be some of the same questions that you have as well. So before I do that, I want to give a big thank you to all of you who have become members. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I do want to make the announcement that we are having our first members only live stream this Sunday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I hope to see you all there. And I have a variety of things that I want to discuss with you guys and questions that I also want to ask and get your feedback on. So I hope each and every one of you can make that live stream. And going forward, my last announcement before we get to the Q&A, I want to kind of give a little bit more formality to my schedule, because typically when I'm working projects, I just kind of release the videos whenever I am done. So there have been weeks where I have released 3 videos, 4 videos in 1 week, and maybe only 1 video the following week. So with that being said, what I want to try to do is do at least a minimum of 1 video a week on the channel that you guys can expect from me. And then of course, you members, it would be more, it would be 5, because you do get that extra video. So, and I'm going to be posting my videos every Friday. Sometimes I do have more content to post. So in those weeks, I will be posting on Mondays and Fridays. And then of course, as we get closer to Christmas season, as you guys know, sometimes I post 3 to 4 videos in 1 week for several weeks straight. So at that point, those will just be additional bonus videos and will be released whatever day I get those completed. But, Mondays and Fridays are the days that I am shooting for my official video release dates. And then definitely a minimum every Friday, there will be at least 1 video upload. So that way, that kind of gives you guys an expectation of what you can expect from me going forward. So let's go ahead and get into these questions. Some of them are questions and some of them were also feedback from you guys and tips that I wanted to share with the rest of the group. So the first video that I did this week was how to light up your Christmas village. This comment came from Shirley and as well as Mr. Knock. Both of them suggested that Department 56 has a 20 strand light on 1 cord. Now I bring that up because in that video, I mentioned that I use the 6 strands of light on the same power cord, but Department 56 apparently makes 20 lights on 1 cord, which I had no idea. So I definitely wanted to share that with you all. And these are obviously the ones that are actually made for the Christmas Village houses. So thank you, Shirley and Mr. Knock, for that. Hayes left me a comment on that video and said, "Hey Miriam, love the lights. Totally not related, but is there a video that shows how you made the shrub fence behind the kids playing tug of war in the park?" So I actually did not make that shrub fence. That is one that I purchased from Department 56. It comes in a 3-piece set. So I will add a picture on the screen and I will also attach the link in the description box where you guys can purchase those if anyone else is also interested in that as well. Diana D says, Thanks for all the tips. I have a non-lighting question. I am putting my village on a table that's about 5 feet long by 17 inches deep. Excuse me. Do you know if any train sets could be set up in an oval shape to work on my table? The ones that I have looked at appear to have train tracks that are too wide. Now, this is a common question that I have gotten over the past couple of years, because the most narrow train set that I have ever found personally was the one that was, I think you can buy from Walmart, and I want to say it is about 29 inches wide. What I did suggest to Diana is getting a trolley system. So for those of you who are working with a very narrow space, the trolleys are a great way to add movement and kind of like a rail system to your landscape without it taking up a bunch of space, and they run in a straight line. So also you can buy additional track for the trolley. So if you're not satisfied with the length of it, you can just buy additional track and run it the entire length of your table or whatever platform you're using to set your village up on. So still from the lighting video, Marina Rivera says, you can also make rock shapes with styrofoam, aluminum foil, or clay to make your own customized covers for the spotlights. I absolutely love this idea, and I honestly can't believe I haven't thought of it. I was so excited when I read this, and I wanted to share this with you guys because I am constantly making my own personalized rocks for my landscape, and I never thought about making one to act as a cover for those spotlights. So I showed you guys how I cover the spotlights in snow, but it would be even more appropriate and inconspicuous to make a rock out of styrofoam, a rock shape to cover that light switch. I did do something along those lines for my resurrection scene in Jesus's tomb. I fished a light through that rock formation, but I never thought about just making smaller ones. So thank you so much, Marina, for adding that, because I'm sure that is something that we are all going to be doing now that we all know. So Cynthia Thomas, excuse me as I'm looking down, you guys, I'm reading off of my laptop so that I make sure that I get to every question. Cynthia Thomas says, where did you find the backdrop and how do you go about ordering one? So she is talking about this particular backdrop right behind me for my sky and my Christmas village. I actually ordered that off of Amazon. There is a link in that particular part 1 that I did the setup for this last year, but I will also attach that same link to this video in the description box. And Twinkie G left me a huge comment full of beautiful compliments, but I'll just read her question for you guys. Twinkie G says, where did you get the twinkling lights that are on the stars that are behind your backdrop? So those I also ordered off of Amazon, and I will attach the link to the exact same lights that I did order. But what I'm going to do is also attach the video that showed me putting these together, because I didn't just hang them as they came. They come really long, but what I did was kind of staggered them on my bar because I wanted to have them have a more natural spacing. So it doesn't just look like straight lines behind the backdrop. I made some longer, some shorter, and I staggered them so that it would look like clusters of stars and look more natural, with some hanging a little bit shorter and a little bit higher. So you can see how I did that in the video, and I'll attach part 1 of my Christmas village setup, that video, in the description box, and that shows you how I put that whole setup together with the stars as well as the backdrop. Esmeralda Green says, hi Miriam, my Christmas village has become so large that I am struggling to use all of my pieces. I can't help myself. People hoard stuff. The only thing I hoard is Christmas houses. I think we all have that same problem. we all end up collecting every single year cute things to add it to our village. But she says, do you have any suggestions on how I can display all my pieces without my Christmas town taking over my entire kitchen? So the only thing that I can definitely say is, if you're not doing this already, layer up. Add additional layers to fit additional houses. And you can do that either by building platforms like you see me do on my channel all the time, or you can use books with regular snow blankets, boxes that you can cover with snow blankets. Layering and using different levels does allow you to include more houses in a more confined space. So that might be something that you might want to try. I have also seen people put their Christmas villages on shelves and in curio cabinets. Nikki, was it last year or the year before, she sent me a picture. She had put hers in a curio cabinet, and every level had a different theme. So one level was like her neighborhood, another level was like her town square. So if that might work for you, that'll also help you display your houses using vertical space instead of being spread out throughout your kitchen. So Lloyd G says, sometimes I'll even change out the bulb for a different color to add a little something special to the scene. So this is for the lights that we use for our Christmas village houses. I, again, never thought about switching out that bulb to add color to a particular house. For those of you who do Halloween villages, I think that would be really fun if you were switching out like orange or black or those types of lights. I'm assuming you would take like bulbs from Christmas lights maybe. So Lloyd, if you could leave us a comment and let us know exactly what type of bulb you use for that, just in case anybody might want to use your suggestion. Okay, I had another question that came from my How to Build a Christmas Village Ski Mountain video. And Renee Walker asked, where did I get the gondolas from? So those gondolas I actually purchased off of Amazon several years ago. I did try to check and find the link. They are no longer available on Amazon. Well, let me say this. They're currently out of stock on Amazon. They can be found on eBay, but the prices are a lot higher. I would check back a little bit closer to Christmas time when all of those ornaments come back, because it was just an ornament that I had purchased that I had taken the string off of and used in the ski mountain that I made a couple of years ago. So unfortunately, like I said, they're not there as of right now, but just check back closer to Christmas time and hopefully they'll be back for you. So on my backyard tour video that I released this week, a lot of the feedback you guys have left me, first of all, thank you so very much for leaving me the feedback on which location the outdoor kitchen should go in. Right now, the pool equipment side is winning out over the current area where we have our grills. But Lloyd also asks, will there be a pizza oven in the outdoor kitchen? And the answer to that right now is 100% absolutely. We were planning to put in a pizza oven. When we get ready to do that project, of course, everything narrows down to budget. So once we get to that particular space, we'll see if that still fits in the budget to do a pizza oven. If not, maybe we can leave space to add it later in the future. But we definitely wanted to add a pizza oven to the outdoor space. As a matter of fact, I actually prefer a pizza oven than like an outdoor refrigerator, only because here in the desert, those refrigerators just kind of like die out so quickly. They're items that you have to replace somewhat frequently in our extreme heat. The refrigerators have a hard time keeping things cool outside when it's 125 degrees or 23 degrees outside. So a lot of folks that I know that do have outdoor refrigerators, they are typically replacing them every 3 to 5 years. So I definitely would do a pizza oven over a refrigerator. Let's see. And I did have some questions that were kind of just from unrelated topics outside of the videos that I posted this week. Shirley Edset says, have you used Shaper Sheet by Woodland Scenics? I just made a short flat top mountain for a lake and a waterfall, then sprayed it with scenic cement and covered it with Shaker snow. No, Shirley, I have never used this Shaper Sheet, but Shirley did send me pictures of what she did with this stuff, you guys, and it is amazing. It kind of puts me in the same thought process as the rock paper that you can make like the mountains off of that we had all discussed last Christmas season. The difference is this is a lot thicker and it's actually moldable. You can make ponds and lakes and different things out of it. So thank you so much, Shirley, for sharing that. I will actually be purchasing this, you guys, and be doing a video off of it so that I can show you guys how to use it, different options and ways that you can use it. And because I'm just really even curious for myself how it works, but I really want to be able to play with it for a while and then put that video out for you guys so you can see. And my last question is the DIY Christmas Village topiaries, that video that I released 2 weeks ago. D. Sarge says, what size dowel rod and pot did I use? So the pot that I used is actually 1 1/4 inches tall. I actually have it right here. So this is 1 1/4 inches tall. The dowel rod size that I used came in a pack of a bunch of different sizes. And I don't have the pack anymore, but I feel like it was, I know it was smaller than a 1/4 inch dowel rod. I know that for a fact because what I have left are 1/4 inch dowel rods. So it was smaller than that, but I do have another solution for those of you guys who might have the same problem. I actually bought this little pack of skewer steaks. Now you can buy this at any grocery store. They're typically in the section where you're either going to have like the barbecuing equipment or your plastics, like plastic and paper plates and things like that. They have these hanging up like on the outside of the aisle, and they come with a ton of them. They're this size and they're the perfect size that will actually fit through the hole in this pot. Now, the other nice thing is they come with a sharp end, which makes it easier to poke in that styrofoam ball. So D, for your situation, so that you don't have to redo anything, just cut your stem a little bit shorter than your pot. Don't try to fit the stick in the hole. Just cut your stem short, get some white glue, put it all in this rim, and then just hold that in place with white glue and then adhere it just to the pot so that everything can stay nice and tucked in together. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope that this helps. Again, you guys, I love that you guys give me so much feedback. It really does help me plan like what to do in the future and also what direction to take my channel in, some of the things that I can start implementing and maybe some of the things that I can remove and take away that you guys don't really find beneficial or useful. So I definitely welcome and appreciate all of your feedback. I do read every single comment because like I said, it really does help me going forward. So if you guys would leave me a comment, let me know if this is something that is helpful for you guys, doing the Q&As and just kind of doing a weekly recap of question and answers of videos that I released each week. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give me a big thumbs up for the video. Click that like button. Share the video with anyone that you know that loves Christmas villaging just as much as we do. Also, don't forget that you can become a member to the channel, and you can also find me at Etsy under Miriam's Manor on Etsy. So until I see you guys again, stay safe. God bless you, and I will see you soon. Bye.